Hi guys, this is Cassandra Freeman, speaker, author, and your number one dream maker. Today we're going to be talking about standing up for what you believe in that's right. And this talk was inspired by the movie Best of Enemies, which I absolutely love. And if you have not seen it or have not seen it, please make sure that you get to the movie theater near you and go see it. I won't do any spoilers or anything, but I will say, the previews talk about the races, not racist, the races going kind of head on head against each other. And I tell you what, it's such a powerful movie. You don't want to miss it. So, with that being said, it inspired me to talk about what to do and how to handle standing up for what you believe in. And let's get started. Number one, in order to stand up for what you believe in, you have to be willing to make the right choices, even when it feels hard. As a leader, you're going to have decisions that you need to make. And sometimes the right choice can feel like the wrong choice when it brings the pushback of discomfort. Because what happens is sometimes we experience discomfort because we're going to enter a situation that's going to be uncomfortable, that we don't really want to deal with that discomfort, but also we deal with the pushback and discomfort of confrontation, and we don't want to deal with that confrontation of the situation. And then you have the pushback of other people's strong opinions that a lot of times you don't want to deal with. But I'm going to tell you the secret here is that we have to learn, each person who is a decision maker who has to make hard decisions and want to do what's right for the community, for your family, for you on the inside of you, because you have to ultimately live with the choices that you make. We as people have to learn how to embrace the discomfort of the hard decisions that we have to make. That means despite of the peer pressure, despite people disagreeing with you, despite uncomfortable situations, we have to learn to embrace that discomfort so that we can make the right and appropriate decisions for the common good, for people, and for our own character, because our character matters too. Our character gets, nipped at every time we make the easy decision to avoid that discomfort. So we got to push forward, embrace discomfort, and make the right decision, the hard decision. Number two, not number four, number two. You have to be willing to stand up when everybody else sits down. Let me break that down for you. What I mean by that is that when everybody else disagrees with you, or when other people are afraid to stand up and speak out, you have to be the one who's willing to stand up when everybody sits down. You have to be courageous enough to say, you know what, there's something in me that is telling me to speak up. There's something in me that is saying you have the strength to say something and you can make a difference. And you using that to say something and change the things around you, that is what I mean. And a lot of people feel like, oh, I could never change something. No one's going to listen to me, right? Yes, they will. The moment that you get that little inkling inside of you that says, I need to say something, that's already showing you have it in you to make a change. That's showing you that you have it in you to be courageous. It's showing you that someone is meant to hear what you have to say. So whether you change something in that moment, in the future, or whether you inspire other people around you to stand with you at that moment or at a later time, you are going to change something. You just got to be courageous enough to use that inspiration within you to push forward and speak up and speak out. Number three, you have to know who you are and what you stand for. That is huge. And I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video, but it's so important. You do have to know who you are. When you know who you are and what you stand for, then you are able to set clear boundaries. And then you know what you stand for and what you believe, and you know what other people want and what they believe. So it doesn't cause any confusion. What happens is when we don't know what we stand for or what we believe in, we start blurring the lines from where our belief ends and where someone else's begins. So we start overlapping and we're getting confused about what needs to happen here. You need to get clear about your strengths, about your weaknesses, about your beliefs, about what you will stand for. In my book, The Little White Lie, I talk about what are your non-negotiables. What are the things that you will not negotiate about, that you're going to stand for, that you're going to make time for, that you're going to do, that you're not going to do. Like for me, one of my non-negotiables is I don't do drama. I do not like it. I will not participate in it. If you have it, you can go the other way. Another non-negotiable I have is my family. And I don't just mean the people in my house. I mean my friends that I consider family too. So I am there for them as much as I can be within my schedule. But these are some of my non-negotiables. Another non-negotiable for me is health. These are things that I believe in. If someone else came in and said, okay, we're going to change all this health stuff, I said, no, this is my belief. This is what I stand for. And this is what I love. It's just like somebody told me I could not read the Bible. The devil is a liar, because I'm going to read it. But you have to know who you are, the heart of you. You have to know your motives. I often tell my children, when they're trying to get something or they're talking to each other, when I see something is off, I'll say, you need to check your motives. Because you need to ask yourself a question, why am I really doing this? And sometimes we are clear about our motives, but sometimes we are not. Even sometimes with me, if something causes me to get upset or angry, well, upset and angry are the same thing, upset or sad or a little twisted, I just feel a little something about it. I have to ask myself, okay, Cassandra, what are your motives right now? What's going on? And you get to the heart of it. You have to ask yourself questions. So you have to know what you stand for. Get really clear about that. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What is important to me? What are my non-negotiables? And know who you are. In the heart of hearts, who are you? And the last thing that I want to say is not really a point 3 or that was point 3. It's not really a point 4, but it's like a little asterisk at the end. Wait. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little important reminder at the end with the little asterisk. I'll put it up there later. Any case, it's important when you are standing up for what you believe in. It's important to not be a jerk about it, right? Because I see a lot of people stand up for what they believe in and they have the most attitude and they're extremely disrespectful. And that's not how we do things. When you are standing up for what you believe in, there needs to be a mutual respect. There needs to be a humbleness about you, a gracefulness about you, a clear understanding, articulation of your beliefs. And you need to be prepared. So how do you prepare? You have to, like I said, know who you are, know what you stand for, and understand what other people stand for as well, so that there can be a mutual understanding, a mutual respect, and that way everybody gets heard, but also the important stuff, what people stand for, gets spoken for. All right? Well, I am loving you. If you love the video, please make sure that you subscribe below if you're watching, and make sure that you post a comment below. If you have ever seen Best of Enemies, let me know what you think about the movie. It was so awesome, and I'd love to talk with you about it. We can have our own little movie club in the comments. And also, I'd love to know what you think about standing up for what you believe in. Share some of your beliefs with me, what your strengths are, what you stand for. I would love to hear them. Okay? And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. When you know what you stand for, you create clear boundaries. See, as a leader, you're going to have to make decisions on fast pace. What's happening right now? As a leader, you're going to have what's happening?